Hi, I'm Dr. Lindsay with Healthy Motives 365. So, first and foremost, I ask that you all pray for my fellow Texans who have experienced loss during these last few days: loss of life, loss of power, a loss of belongings due to water damage. My family and I are fortunate to have our power back on. It's been on consistently since last night, and I'm so grateful. So, please continue to pray for those who are less fortunate. So, today I just wanted to talk a little bit about happiness. So, have you ever made the statement, I just want to be happy? I know I have, and I know a lot of you probably have, or if you haven't actually verbally said it, you've actually thought it. So, the last few days have given me some time to literally think because really that's all I could do. I was able to also do some reading, and it's funny that I just so happened to have a book downloaded in my Kindle app. The book is called Successful Women Think Differently: 9 Habits to Make You Happier, Healthier, and More Resilient by Valerie Burton. I don't remember downloading it or even purchasing this book. I do have one of Valerie Burton's other books that I ordered from Amazon a while back, but again, it had nothing to do with this particular book. So it just so happened to be in the app that I just so happened to download on my tablet a few days before we lost power. And normally I don't even use a Kindle app because um, I prefer to have my book in hand. I like to highlight and actually feel the book. And so me having the Kindle app downloaded, I just did that because I was getting ready to order another book from Amazon, and I wanted to get a sample of it before I ordered it. And the only way I could get the sample was to download it into the Kindle app. So I know this was not a coincidence, but more so divine timing. I am an avid reader of self-help books. And so again, I was my current book that I'm reading, which is You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. About halfway through it. This is a very good book as well. I couldn't read it because again, we didn't have any power. So that wasn't an option. So anyway, I just want to kind of share a little bit from the book and something that really just kind of stuck out to me. So in the author's words, again, Valerie Burton, she said that happiness is not simply what happens in your life. It's about what you do, how you think, and the environments that you actually put yourself in. And according to research, about 50% of our happiness is genetic. You know, those individuals who are just like happy all the time. 40% of our happiness is intentional. So we're intentional about creating that happiness. And the other 10% is determined by our circumstances. So before I get into any of this, just a disclaimer: I am in no way saying that the current environment or the circumstances that Texans are going through is related to me talking about creating your own happiness, because right now the situation that we're in is uncontrollable and beyond our own personal circumstances. But when I talk about 10% of our happiness coming from our circumstances, think about it like this. So that new car that you wanted and got, or the new home, or the new relationship, you know, your new boo that just makes you so happy, maybe a huge weight loss, or a promotion at work, or you won the lottery. All of those things are circumstances that will give us a temporary boost in happiness, but eventually it wears off. And so when you really think about it, the reason why so many people are constantly chasing happiness is because they're focused on more so these types of things to make them happy. And so it took a lot of inner work for me to learn this, and I am still on the journey. But reading this inspired me to share that it is so important to know that you have to be intentional about finding happiness within you, and not in a person, not in a place, or not a thing. Okay. And so I'll repeat that. You have to be intentional about finding happiness within you, not in another person, not in a place, or not in a thing. So you have to be, on a daily basis, you have to be cognizant about what you are feeding your mind, what environments you are putting yourself in, the people you surround yourself with, and most importantly, check in your own mindset when you start to have pessimistic thoughts or you start to think negatively. Just nip it in the bud. So over time, I've implemented a few things that help me to maintain my own level of internal happiness. Now, not to say that I don't have bad days or moments when I feel discouraged. We all do. We all have those days where we're down and just not, feeling our best. But again, that's where being intentional comes into play. So a few things that I do. Every morning I do a fresh start 5-minute meditation. I read my affirmations and I read them with conviction. So I truly believe them. If I get distracted, I start over, because when you are doing affirmations, you have to truly believe in what you are saying. If you don't believe what you're saying, then it's kind of there's no point in saying them. I also read my vision board that I create at the beginning of each year, and I also read that with conviction over every single day. Now, in all honesty, the last few days I've gotten off track due to everything that's going on. But again, for the most part, I do that every single day. And that whole process only takes maybe 10 to 15 minutes. And so I'm able to do that to start my day, and it just sets the stage for a better day. I always read some sort of self-help book. I'm always listening to some type of motivational or inspirational podcast. Again, always something that is feeding my mind with positivity. I also surround myself with individuals who are positive thinkers, they're supportive, they're motivating, and they're go-getters. And I think one of the most important things is I practice gratitude daily. Every single day, I'm just grateful for everything that I have, everything that I've experienced, because it's all for a reason and it's made me the person that I am today. So anyway, my take home point is it's time that we get off the treadmill of being happy for temporary reasons and really do the inner work to manifest and attract true happiness from within. When you really put forth the effort, it's amazing how much your life will improve physically, mentally, and spiritually. Even in times of difficulty, you'll learn to recover faster mentally because you've built mental strength through your daily intentional actions to create your own happiness and it not being dependent on temporary circumstances. So with that being said, I encourage you to be intentional about your happiness. So as I always say, continue to find health in every day. I'm Dr. Lindsay, and I will see you next time.